Mondays and eternity away. Okay, we here? Are we so back? I think so. I think we are indeed so back. So, us being back. Oh no, OBS, stop. Where are you, chat? There's the chat. We'll move that. There. Guys, we are so back, ladies and gentlemen, and with some awesome stuff happening as well. But for now, we're just going to paint the tank and act like nothing's happening. Because that's how we roll around here. Now, let's see. Here's our culprit. It's a tank. That's pretty incredible stuff, not gonna lie. Yeah. We're not going to paint anything on this guy just yet, though. Instead, well. Look who's here, gentlemen. Looky there. Look who it is. It's me. With the greatest bit of fan art I will ever receive. My dreams have come true, Mossy Mint, because of you. Oh my god, that's the funniest stuff ever, dude. Holy crap. That's outrageous. It's outrageous. Hi, everyone. Welcome. Welcome, Cheapy. Welcome, Mossy Mint. Welcome, C. Nisty. I'm probably still getting that wrong. Yeah, today on the agenda is painting a tank some more. And this time I actually, at least I think the name went. Let me see. Yeah, painting some tank details. Yes, so I actually changed the name accordingly because we're painting details. Details being guns. We're going to start off with some guns. We might not actually reach the tank until this is finished, and then we'll see where we're at there. But this should go pretty fast, actually, because I kind of know what I'm doing when it comes to the guns. Let me pull that up there. Now I can actually see what is going on. Boom. Okay, let's see. Guns, how fun. Yeah, next step. Oh yeah, I remember how to do this. Okay, so, you know, when you look at a GW, when you look at a Games Workshop gun, hold on. Let me grab US themed painting. Yes, sir, that is why we are here today. Now let me skedaddle this guy over here for a second. And we're all gonna go on a little, we're gonna go Rogel Dorn guns. Okay. And then we looky right. Oh my gosh, I just want a single official. There we go. Open image, a new tab, and now let me bring you over to here. Okay. Here's a Rogel Dorn tank. Here's a stock standard Rogel Dorn tank, okay? There is nothing too nuts about this guy, right? Except for one thing. We zoom in, and we notice a little something on the guns. And I'll use this gun as the main example. It's a little choppy, but you can still see it. And you'll actually notice this is a common theme with Games Workshop and their painting. They do something called edge highlighting, ladies and gentlemen. They highlight the edges with a brush, and they do something. That might be a little technical. Maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit. Who knows? And we look at this gun. This is also edge highlighted. Very blurry. They edge. They do. Okay? And I will not tolerate that. Not in this household. So, here's what we're going to do. Instead of edge highlighting, because hard pass, we are going to employ the use of something we saw just last episode, I believe, right? And that would be this guy here. Zoom in. Get a close look at this guy. What is that? This is a dry brush. And dry brushes save us from edge highlighting. And edge highlighting could be shortened to edging. And that is Gooner material. And we are not Gooners here. We're on the holy war against them. So, without further ado, we are just going to begin some dry brushing, some innocent little dry brushing on the bodies of these weapons. So who's ready to do that? You guys ready to do that? Doesn't matter because it's happening anyways, but I hope you're ready all the same. First things first, for this whole bit of business, I'm pretty sure, is we just take a dark gray. Boom. Wow. I know, that's very creative. Very cool. Thank you. Yes, I know. It's incredible. Who can believe this would happen? I am just going to just set it on here rather than the wet palette to try to keep this. Is against AI, the Pope declared. Oh, my bad. Yeah, I saw one news headline. I forgot all about that. Like after like 5 other whatever doom scrolls. Let's see. We'll begin with. Let's begin with this guy here. Okay, very innocent looking. And we're gonna just zoom all the way in here because we're not even messing around with this guy. Now we take our dry brush, and now guys, here's how to dry brush. You'll put paint on the brush, okay? You wipe the paint off, right? Very, very cool, very, very neat. Now, Cheapy, great question. The stream is painting, believe it or not. I lagged IRL, but we're so back. And then we just simply dry brush the heck out of these guns here, which will be as simple as that. Okay, that's just a whole coat of dark gray. Okay, maybe wipe it off a little more, perhaps. You know, I forget that this is a fine dry brush. When I was doing the slap chop, I put like 90% paint on it because we're just getting it everywhere. But here it is actually different, so I gotta actually remember what we're doing. Now, I don't know if that, that context, exactly. That context for real. Now, let me flip this around, see if we can get like a better kind of view of how this works. I'm going to try not to move. Sorry, I'm just setting up the perfect angle. And then we just simply dry brush. Just like that. And then this can be a lot finer. Or we just, you know, what the dry brush was. Oh yeah, hold on. It's just an army painter dry brush. Boom. Masterclass. Wow, I didn't know we were that fancy already. My goodness. Okay. And then that is how easy it is to dry brush that. Now, I don't know if it shows up on camera. It kind of shows up on camera, but at least there you go. Well, I mean, it's got goat hair on it, and I heard someone said goat milk was just as good as real milk or better, so it's probably a similar thing with the hair and the brushes, right? And you get fiber in the form of whatever wooden handle this is. Anywho, you can kind of see the edges beginning there, right? All dry brushed, believe it or not. I'll do the next gun right away as well. The dried paint be crisp. Yep, fair enough. Fair enough. There we go. Doing some dry brushing all over that guy. This is kind of, okay, this is coming off a lot better here. Probably because the paint had actually been sitting out for like more than 30 seconds. We can kind of see by the end of it, we got a decent look already. No oil dipping sauce, exactly right. Goat cheese bolter. What's up, 420 Manhattan Man? 420th? Don't let me screw that up. Okay. We are dry brushing guns because I refuse to edge highlight. Because, yeah. So, there's the program for you today. Okay, there's that. And then let's see. As far as... I'll just get this guy done real quick. I am in the process of cleaning out a Tamiya extra thin cement bottle that I will be filling with plain water. And I will be drinking it and making it look like it's a real thing. So that will be a fun bit to do and hopefully scare Reddit a little bit, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, Nuln oil. Yeah, it's like a pot of Nuln oil or a shot of Jack Daniels. That's the only name I think of. But there we go. There's some decent dry brushing there, eh? Now what on who? Yay! Oh, guys, I have a fun announcement. In an hour and 50 minutes from now. In an hour and 50 minutes from now, the painting of the Warlord Titan video will be out. It's done. And it is happening, guys. So that's going to be absolutely insane. But yeah, it's happening. Kind of coats your mouth, or so I've heard, you know? Who would have thought? Who would have thought? But yeah, guys, that's actually happening now. What? Yeah. So there you go. You know, some people thought it wouldn't happen. Me. But now it will. Yeah. Who's coming out tomorrow? Cheapy, I might have told you that at some point. And then I realized it actually should come out today. It's all very spur of the moment stuff. There's also a little bit more done here, so I'm gonna just dry brush that. Let's see. Yeah, we got Cheapy the Titan guy. Cheapy is the guy, and that is all I will say about that. The rest is all very secret, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, now... Okay, I did way too much gray paint. Let's see, there's all that. Everything's hopping and buzzing. So yeah, but yeah, now the Titan video is done. It's completed. I'll upload a short as well to spread the word. But so that happened, and now video uploads will get a lot better, hopefully, because it's been a hot second for some long form stuff. But I'm slowly transitioning over to that, and we're almost there. We're almost there. I feel like we need a Discord so we can make a 3D file black market. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. This is true. Dude, look at that. We got everyone working on their Titans and stuff. That's epic. Love to hear all that. Okay, maybe we don't want to look at my fingers. Fair. There we go. Perfect. Now that's all. That's the first round of dry brushed, ladies and gentlemen. So now I will just simply clean this guy off a bit. I can't afford black market, more like a soup kitchen. Can we make a Warhammer book club then? That might be the way to go. You know, because you know the new Commissar Yarrick books came out. We might want to review those. That might be fun to do. It would be neat, to say the least. Okay, now this should all be dry now. We kind of want it to be dry because now this is the fine highlight. The dry brush highlights are literally as simple as dry brush with the dark gray, and then we come up with neutral gray. Bada bing, bada boom. And then I'll just put a little bit out there because this is going to be very, very fun, more like library. Yeah, fair? Well, then it'll be the Yarrick Book Library Club. Book/lore, PowerPoints for the weekend stream. Yeah, maybe so. You not too, I cannot type. I can't type either. That's why I'm talking. Okay, now, next gun. Next gun! We got a little gray paint, we wipe that away, and we make sure it's very fine. Now let's see exactly how this appears. Okay. Okay, not bad at all. Okay, that's actually looking mighty fine if I do say so myself, gentlemen. Okay, got a little more paint on there. We're going to wipe that off real quick. And yeah, this is looking good. There you go. You know, it can be kind of subtle sometimes, or you can make it not subtle. That's the joy of dry brushing. You give yourself all the control over that. Now, here, there, GP, choose your next words very carefully. Very carefully. And that's not bad for highlighting. Like, that's pretty decent for a gun. There will be metal bits on this side here, obviously, but that's not bad. Was there a stream on the weekend? No, the weekend I actually decided to go on an absolute generational lock-in to finish the Warlord Titan video. But now that it's done and I'll be taking on some more manageable stuff, there should be some weekend streams again. Looks kind of like a profile pic. We're trying to steal a Titan from an Uma Musume? What? Impossible. What did Goldship do to deserve such a fate? And now we just, it's the repetitive dry brush process. Hard no, see, because Cheapy knows what's good. Because Cheapy's a loyal friend. Maybe next time, Mossy Mint. Maybe next time. Look at that. We don't have to edging for that. Nah. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay. Now we actually get some. We get some fun little hard edges. No printer? Ah, fair enough. That's how it be sometimes. Okay, now, let's see. I don't want to overly dry brush it. Oh gosh, we're dropping it already. We're drunk. This is what a shot of Tamiya Extra Thin Cement looks like, ladies and gentlemen. The majority is fine, but then at some point you'll just drop. Okay, now that's all done and dry brushed, as they say. And I'm going to go a little more on the edges here. Just because, why not? There. That's not too bad. What would happen if you drank it? I think it's like basically just acetone. So it would be whatever happens when you drink acetone. You know what we're going to do right now, ladies and gentlemen? We're going to find out what happens when you drink straight acetone. What happened? What? Oh my gosh. Happens when you drink straight acetone. Let's see. Immediately irritates your digestive tract and surpasses your central, leading to rapid intoxication and potential organ damage. Okay. .gov. Hopefully I don't get a virus from this. Let's see. Where found, symptoms, heart and blood vessel, you have low blood pressure, nausea, vomiting, pain in belly area. Person having a fruity odor. A fruity odor? Sweet taste in mouth? Okay, so you drink acetone, and next thing you know, you're just a ladies' man. My goodness. Feeling of drunkenness. Okay, maybe not so. Scratch the last part. Drowsiness. I'm always drowsy. Stupor. Wow, okay, we're saying stupor in the Big 26. This is actually the greatest thing ever. Difficult breathing, slowed breathing rate, shortness of breath, increased need to urinate. Oh, gosh, that's a terrible visual. Before calling guys, don't call the emergency services. Before you do, have this in... Guys, if I'm choking on acetone, the first thing I want you to do is to ask me how old I am, how much I weigh, and, just ask me how I'm feeling. And with Jägermeister, you can teleport. There you go. Okay, the name of the product, ingredients and strength if known. I have a bottle of Tamiya Extra Thin Cement right here. Okay, what's the ingredients? Let's see. It doesn't tell me. Conforms to first aid. It's just... Okay, contains acetone and butyl acetate. Do not use near heat or sparks. How much do you weigh? Loading screen first, though. Yeah, no kidding, right? Okay, so the time it was swallowed, the amount swallowed, I think that's fair. I think that's fair. Poison control. Okay, what to expect in emergency room. Blood. Okay, now I don't really care anymore. There, we hit the highlights, okay? So if you ever drink acetone, just, do a little Q&A. Get to know the guy before you say, do you really want to save his life? How much does he weigh? Is he worth saving? I don't know. Okay, either way, I'm going to get my ass back to painting. But that was fun, wasn't it? You've tested that. It's kind of hard to light up. Plastic cement. Fair enough. I don't think I have my lighter on me, so I don't get to try it firsthand, but probably for the better. But yeah, it's good to know because yeah, I was thinking of using extra thin cement for my Zippo lighter, but I guess not. Let's see, that's all done in dry brush. Boom. Okay, we just got like a couple more weapons to do real quick. There's all that. Let's see. Okay, we still have one more gun here. Look at this, guys. We're going to be doctors by the end of this, dude. We're learning so much already. This is great. Ooh, okay, this is a decent-looking highlighting experience right here. That's all very fortunate. But yeah, you can kind of see a lot better kind of what's happening there, right? Boom. Very nice. Very nice. And we get to avoid edge highlighting, which is my favorite. Favorite thing to hate. Hate is a strong word. It's the right word, but still. We pray none of us become doctors. Well, I think those prayers have been answered. See, Nisty, what are you about to say? What? Give it to me straight, Doc. What is it? What's the circumstance, dude? Oh no. Hold on. Wait. We might have... I don't know. I don't want to say nothing. I'm not going to say... I'm just asking the question. I'm just saying go on. I see... ... Okay, what comes after the dots? What is it, dude? Okay, hold on. I'm braced. Everyone sit down. Oh my gosh, he's gonna... Come on, dude. Okay, now I'm definitely starting to study anatomy and healing in October. Guys, this guy's been here since like the first couple streams, so we don't really... So we already kind of know each other, which means we actually get to skip asking all the questions and just get right to the emergency room. That's how that works, right? That is cool, though. It's a very neat avenue you are taking, though. That is cool, and that is the funniest. Avoid German hospitals with your life. Yeah, is it avoid German hospitals or avoid my American hospitals with the German shirt? Study anatomy to install bionics. Wow, there you go. There's a whole thing happening, right, Cheapy? Let's see. Need a little... Okay, will this be enough paint to get me through the process? No. No, might need a little more. And that's just completely dried. So hold on, let me actually grab it. Yeah, I mean, like, dude, Flash is weak. Because, yeah, I don't know if you saw Justice League when Flash is running trying to be cool. Superman just looks at him and he's like, yeah, no kidding. He's like, watch this. So, yeah, I do concur with that statement. These guns do disappear very fast, though. Oh, gosh. Let's see. All right, now we have all of that. Dry brush. Wonderful. Great. Terrific. It's wonderful, great, and terrific, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we like to see. Cheapy! Questions for Cheapy. Yep. But Cheapy is featured in a couple videos, mainly the Warlord Titan videos. And he will be doing a whole bunch, and he'll be doing a bit in the painting video. Are fine, a bit like a maze, but they're better than American hospitals. Fair enough. Yes, you can work on the Discord, Cheapy. That's fine. You can go ahead and start crafting that. Yeah, we're probably gonna have to make that sooner than later. Yeah, which I wasn't expecting it to be this soon, but you know what? That's neat. And there he goes. Okay, now I gotta look at a previous Rogel Dorn, actually, and see how on God's green earth did I do this. I don't have a good, strong painkillers. Ah, fair enough. Okay, so that, I just dry brushed this entire piece. Metal? Yep, that is funny. Okay, so I guess I didn't need to do that there. Fair enough. Then that's all metal, that's there, that's all that. We'll make it up as we go along, and it will be great. Let's see. The American stuff. Small doses of fen. Oh, yeah. Didn't I hear a whole bunch of stuff? I know what that is. I'm smart. Okay, now this is all done and dusted here. As far as the dry brushing goes, at least for now. Next up begins some painting. Now, this guy here, begins some metal. Now would you go to the nightclubs? Lost the good stuff is illegal here. Fair enough. Now, this guy is actually going to be fully metal. Didn't need to dry brush him, but you live and you learn, right? Let me... Don't want to use this dry brush. I'm going to just get a random... There we go. Here it is. This guy. This is a famous brush. This is my dry brush. My crappy dry brush. This is my wash brush. This is my base brush. This brush has put in some work. And it gets to put in even more work for us today, which is incredible. Now I'm taking some of that chainmail silver I used on previous bits on the heat shields, and now I'm just going to be dry brushing over stuff like this. Nice and quickly there. Ooh, that's already looking decent. This is fine. I do love dry brushing over black when it comes to stuff like this. I mean, look at that. That's such a nice gunmetal look. Oh, love it so much. Golly. I'm actually just going to leave that like that, because that is more perfect than I ever could have hoped for, honestly. Boom. And now we're going to see what dry brushed looks like on something that's already had some highlighting done. So here's that. Probably want a little more paint on this, actually. There we go. There we go. Honestly, it'll probably just give it the enough shine it needs. Come on, camera, for the love of camera. There you go. There we go. Okay, we're good. We're just going in little circles there. Kind of hitting highlights and edges here. And then that's all looking nice there. All right. I don't think that's a bad look at all. I think that's pretty decent. I will also just clean that. There we go. Geez, sorry, I have dirt under my fingernails. I'm gonna let you roll, feel no pain. That would be the greatest joke to do as a surgeon. Someone's out cold, they're like in the surgery, and then they like do the thing where they wake up, and so you go in front of them with your dice, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna roll your feel no pain, okay? Now this determines the next 45 minutes of this event. Good luck. Okay. Maybe not that. Also, as far as weekend streaming goes, I gotta pick the game. Because I have some thoughts for the games that will be played. And all games until you fail the roll. Exactly right. Then you just look at the guy and go, ooh, well, at the end of the day, it is a dice game. And then bada bing, bada boom. So, yeah, but there's different games to play. There's there's Battlefield 1, which is a first-person shooter game. There's first-person shooter games, which I can get into that and be entertaining there. There's also there's a way to make this workshop. But did you know Diver Bond? Bond, but that Hell Diver had a World War I/2 base warbird Bond. I don't. Has Battlefield crossplay? I don't know. I don't think Battlefield is crossplay. Helldivers, yes, that's true. That's true. Yeah, so there's stuff like that, right? Which I think would be fun. And then there's also stuff that I know, or I don't know, but I would think would be fun. There is a way to make the workshop completely dark, because I do love Five Nights at Freddy's. So if you want to just see me for like probably the better part of 2 hours just saying the F word followed by me, like just over and over and over again as I hyperventilate, that's a possibility. I've played 1 and 2, have not played 3. 3 might be fun to play with headphones on. If I make the whole place dark, I will cry like a child, which might be fun. There's the first-person shooter games like we talked about. Yeah, that would be fun. Yeah, the thing is, it's gonna just be a random who knows what. I might even get a dice and just roll dice on it for some things, just because I like a plethora of all kinds of different games. Oh my gosh, now water has dripped onto some of the guns somehow because exactly. We could play some FNAF Freddy 5 Bears. That might be incredibly fun. Except it'd be the third one. So yeah, that might be fun. I love Uma Musume. I love yelling at the trainees a whole bunch, so that might be fun to do. We could all yell at them together. And gamble, because it's a gotcha game. So that could be fun as well. There's all kinds of things to do. Thankfully, we have all week to figure that out, which will be fun. Next up, oh, hold on. Okay, we use actual silver for this next bit. We use actual silver, which I think we have just on the palette already. We are knocking on the walls. You see, that like might be a fun thing to do. I know I forget what someone did. There was like some way to make a chat or something be like make noises. And so that would be, I would create noises of like knocking outside the door, and then it would be you hit a button or something, then that happens in front of me, and then scare the absolute bonkers out of me. But I would have to look into it. I haven't looked into it in a hot second. Next up, we do silver for these guns, and just on like little details and stuff like that. Twitch. Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. Couldn't remember if that was YouTube or Twitch. Fair. Well, then maybe we become a Twitch streamer early. No, maybe. Who knows? I don't know. I might start streaming there at some point. But YouTube's fun. All right. And yeah, so this is the birds are fake bats. Okay, I'm learning a whole bunch. Jeez. AI could not replace this. Now, okay, there's too much silver on there. This just gets a little bit into the fine motion of it all. Anyone? Fine motion? Okay, well, it was worth a shot. That's some form of ball for someone, probably. Someone out there. Now, I did drill into these barrels because I was peer pressured into it. We'll never replace Republic forever. You know, I respect the hard R. And, yeah. Now we got slow. I didn't say, did I say that? There's no way I actually said slow strokes, right? I just said the process slows down, right? Did I? There's no way. Wait, what? Wait, what? That's genuinely autocorrect. Oh, that's fair enough. Yep. Welcome to the game. Here's this. Wow. Barrel, silver, how fun. Dude, that is funny. Clanker, clanker. Yep. You know. I'll say that here, but when I ask ChatGPT what's wrong with my computer once in a blue moon, when I've exhausted every other topic, I go, hey, how are you doing? Because I'm a coward. I'll get better one day. Once my computer's fixed. Alright, now there's all of that done. And we will silver that guy out. Get a little silver over brush, but who cares? And that's not too bad at all, eh? Let's see, still plenty of silver on... Okay, yeah, now we have all the Melta-Guns, and there's a whole bunch of stuff that's going on here. So, you know, best thing to do is just chug along. I still call it hard clinker. It was made to serve us and overplace. That's true. That's a fair point. That is a fair point. That does make sense. I will be on the wrong side of history. Yep, fair enough. All right, now silver. We just silver the heck out of these guys. This will be awesome. Look at how pog this is. How neat is that? Let's see. Yeah, okay, now that's all like painted, which is neat. I drilled the barrels out of these guys as well. Some of them are not the most, you know, a just dance stream with bad romance Lady Gaga would be fun. If I find a way to hook up my Wii, then I could see myself doing that. Because I do have Just Dance, I believe. Is it the Wii or the Xbox? I don't, I think it's the Wii. I want to say it's the Wii. Confederate States win. Isn't that the question? That is the question. To clank or not to clank? Okay, that sounds funnier in my head, but you get the point. Both work. Fair enough. Oh, that reminds me, on Xbox, that's why I thought of it. Xbox has Kinect Sports. Anyone remember Kinect Sports? You gotta, like, move your head this way and that way, and it, like, I guess the infrared sensors on those things were so good, people repurposed those and used it for actual medical practices or something like that. Which is also just kind of scary, because I don't know what kind of radiation I have now. Whatever it is, I paint Warhammer out of nowhere, so there you go. Yeah, that might be fun to do. Get me to actually stand up. That'd be neat. Okay, now this guy's all good here. With the raft game. Yes, the raft game. I forget exactly what the raft game's called, but I know what it is because I know I have that one. I have Kinect Sports, and then it was like, it wasn't Kinect Camp, but it was like Kinect Sport. It was almost like Wii Sports. You know, if you have Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resorts, it was like you had Kinect Sports and then Kinect, and then it was something else. I forget exactly. Oh my gosh, guys, I forget that's half of the streaming that we do here. Okay? And that is, we go down these rabbit holes and we figure this out. So hold on, we go. Boom. We're here. What is the raft game from Kinect called? Is that how you spell it? Oh, Kinect? That's called River... Ah! Okay. It's Kinect Adventures. That's what it is. It's Kinect Adventures. Look at that, dude. I have that exact disc holder, too. I don't know where that is. Game types... 20,000 Leaks. I remember that. River Rush. Okay, yeah, it is River Rush, as said by Wikipedia. That was released 16 years ago. Wow. But yeah, okay. That might be fun to do at some point. Because, yeah, Kinect was such a... It was such a fever dream. It was so awesome, though. Dude, I played, like, track and field. Track and field was, like, my favorite. You know, you move your knees up. You do, like, the in-place running. Oh, my gosh, it was the greatest thing ever. It was actually peak. Now, if the camera would be ever so kind as to focus. There we go. Next, Melt-A-Gun. There's a lot of... You can put a lot of Melt-A-Guns on Rogal Dorns. That's why I love it so much, because I love running into someone because the tank is tough as a box of rocks, and then just absolutely obliterating anything in sight. Wii Sword Fight is undisputed. It's one of the greatest things ever. Wii Sports Resorts as a whole is probably one of my... It's probably like a top game of just all time, honestly. Golf was great as well. Golf was a good one. Wii Golf. Bowling's good. There's all kinds of... Yeah, for some reason they decided to, like, make some of the best music ever for those games. It's perfect. Wii Sports Resort is the game. Yes, it is the game. And Coconut Mall, dude, yeah. Yeah, I have Mario Kart Wii. That's a good one. Yeah, Nintendo's be making some tracks. They be making some stuff. They're making some gold, honestly. I mean, geez, they didn't have to... It's a It's a game where you fight as a caricature of yourself on an island. But they made it the greatest thing of all time. And then that's funny. I didn't drill that barrel. I might have to drill that at some point, but we'll see how I feel. Hee 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 hee. Okay, now that's all the silver there done. Is there any more silver that needs to go anywhere? No. Nice. Next up, we kind of got to just wait for that silver to dry, honestly. But I can clean up the... Let's see, I can probably zoom out a hair there. Because now the next step is going to be adding some heat to those melt-a-guns before we call the whole thing good as gold. And to add heat, oh, I remember exactly what I did now. Okay, to add heat, we take now this is a rarity here, but we take a paint. Maybe you've heard of it. Maybe you've heard of this paint. We take Agrax Earthshade. Anyone heard of that? All right, it's got like the green thing, so it like auto cuts out any green for something. Agrax Earthshade. Heard of it? Probably. That's the only Citadel product I use, which is funny. And then we take a speed paint known as Periwinkle Purple. Periwinkle Purple. Hold on, let me... Periwinkle Purple. There we go. We're so back. Sweet but a little grainy. Fair enough. Yeah, that's fair enough. Actually, I should say, yeah, I say there's 3 Citadel products I use, and it's the 3 paints. There's actually 4. I use a bottle to store some homemade typhus corrosion. Which... Oh, that is disgusting. Ooh, well, oh gosh, yeah, that's homemade. Let's see, do I plan on adding Nurgle marks on the tank for battle damage? I'm probably what I'm gonna do is a little bit of that. Let me actually pull the tank in. We probably don't need to be this zoomed in, but on this little mark here, the kind of lore we came up with, it does need a mixing ball, exactly. The lore we came up this just got hit by a stray plague burst crawler shell. So what I will probably end up doing is making this whole area, it'll be charred from the impact, but I'll also have rust like spreading, almost like it hits and then it spreads a little bit before it fades away or whatever. So might do some heavy rusting on this guy. We'll see how it works out. But I think that might be fun to do. That might be the only sort of thing we do, because really this is a pretty new tank, so I might just do a couple chips and scrapes and scratches everywhere, but yeah. It's basically kind of the story on this guy is it's still rolling up to the front lines. It's getting close, and you can tell how close it's getting because a random stray Plague Burst Crawler shell just nailed the side of it. Bonk. Boom. So there's the answer to that damage. And now that was perfect, because hopefully your knee feels rusty. Yeah. Same. Would you like a Titan file? We're offering now. There we go. This is what we like to see. Now that we've dilly-dallied, the silver paint's probably actually dry, so we can... Let's see, I think what I will do is I'm going to simply take like a drop of Agrax Earthshade, put it on the wet palette, actually, and then some Periwinkle Purple, put it on the... just on the dry palette. So hold on, let me do that real quick. Because now it gets all... We got to try to consolidate some... Almost got it. Almost got it. There we go. Now we got to dry... Now we got to drop there. This ain't dry yet. No. You don't know how to go about this? Fair enough. Well, we take some Agrax Earthshade, put it there. Then actually what we do is we thin it a little bit. I remember we thin it down with a decent glorp of water. Boom. Not bad, not bad. And then we take a drop of Periwinkle Purple, and we'll just leave that there. And now we begin the fun part, okay? Take our wash, and about half we can zoom way in. Take the wash, and we kind of wash like the half of it and forward of the bit there. Looking good. Yeah, I guess that's just giving us the incentive to make the Discord. Yeah, fair enough. All right, now that's there. And I'll do that on all of these actually real quick. And, you know, maybe thinned it a little much, but that's fine, honestly. It's workable. We can work with it still. And now this is just a very quick job. Thankfully. All right. Then, yeah, just halfway through there. That falls out of my fingers, but it's all part of the master plan. Get all that done, dusted here. We're almost out of our thin down wash, so this actually works out perfectly. Great. And now that all that is done, we go in. Let's see, that's still drying. Okay. Now we can go in. Yeah, let's go now, so hopefully at some point it will be up. Yeah, fair enough. Now we go in with the periwinkle purple. We will thin that down a fair bit as well. And now we just hit like the tips of the melt-a-guns. Just like that. So hold on, let's zoom in. Just like the edges there. Bamboo is funny for those files, man. I don't know how they're able to just like have all those there. It's the funniest thing to me. But yeah, now you can kind of better see what's happening. We're just like hitting the edges here. And just like that, you got a decent looking gun burn, you know? Better than nothing, right? Is there a better way to do it with some glazing techniques? Perhaps. Will I ever take the time to learn those glazing techniques? Probably not. Honestly, so this makes a great alternative to all of that. Now, final bit here, and then that will be done. And then the guns are basically completed. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on. Focus. Remember who you are. Or just do not. Hold on. There it is. Boom. Perfect. So now our guns are burned. Oh, nice. Okay. We're making good timing on it. Wonderful. Now, let's see. Because that's all good. That's the guns. Nothing else will happen to these guns until we hit them with a oil wash or the... is it an oil wash? Yes, it will be an oil wash is what it will end up being. But for now, we can actually head back to the tank, I'm pretty sure. So that's neat. That's all still drying, so I'll leave all the guns off just to the side to let them dry. But yeah, not too bad at all. That was nice and decently timed. So there's all that. Perfect. Now we get to look at the tank. I don't know, it's the hurry up and wait game is the least fun part of the whole thing. All right, let's see. Now we got to begin. But what do we begin? Ah, there's still stuff to paint here. We have the machine gun here, which is, okay, that is glued, fair enough. The machine gun and all the lenses, and then after all that is done, I will start with the, or actually, nope, lenses will be last after the chipping and the wash is done. That way it all has a nice vibrant look to it. So I'm just going to start, or actually first, just got to do some tracing on the inside here of some kind of bad brush work there. So I'll fix that real quick, and then I'll actually paint this gun, which is just going to be a base coat of black and then a dry brush of silver. So that will be that. Now, why? Please move. Okay, thank goodness the gun is magnetized. There we go. Golly, this guy is welded together. Hold on. Nobody move. There we go. Wow, that's solid. At least we know that's not going to bounce around your jitter. Golly. Now let's clean up some of these marks, and I think I have some green right down here. Oh, fair enough. Let's see. Yes, I do. There now goes all of that bit of business. Now we can fix this and make it all look nice. And I will try to zoom in. I know this is a little detailed, so we'll see how it works. 7 weeks left of this year to work on the Titan. Fair enough. I think it's possible. I think it's doable. Okay, there's that. And then there's that. And then I think... Oh, no, there's still a lot more I missed. Golly. There we go. This whole thing, hopefully a wash will save this whole thing. There we go. Perfect. Oh, fair enough. Ooh, you had an idea for your Nurgle army? Let's hear it. Because, yeah, probably the next video will be about me painting my Nurgle army, my Death Guard. So that might be fun to do. Let's see. I can put actually all these guys away for now. I'm trying to work clean, and it's actually going well for now. We'll see how long the whole thing lasts. All right, now little deck tan there. Boink, boink, boink. Wonderful. Oh, sorry, that's out of frame, but where they are. There's all that bit of business. Boom. Now, let's see. Okay, I'm going to try to carefully get in here. Radiation-themed army is. Radiation is commonly the decay of material. What is Nurgle the god of? He's the god of decay. Huh. I kind of like that. So how would that paint up, do you reckon? Because that's an intriguing idea. And that was one of my thoughts when I was first making my Nurgle army, was I was going to do like rust, and I would paint them like all brown and just use dirty down rust on them. I eventually decided on the 30k scheme just because I liked it a little more, but I kind of like the idea of that. But yeah, how would the radiation paint up is my question. Because that seems like a cool... I get the thought. I just want to know how it would be painted up. I'm deathly curious. Okay, and then the deck tan here, we're doing good with the deck tan. Now that's looking all fine and dandy. Perfect. Blue plasma for Cherenkov radiation and hazard and radiation warnings on the tanks and stuff, plus a green goop. Ooh, I like that a lot. Yeah, that you'll get stuff. You'll get like the classic radiation look, and you also got some colors that pop. That actually sounds. I would love to see that. I like that idea a whole bunch. Now this guy's done. Oh, I guess we can paint the magazines on here silver. Or actually, no, that would have to wait until the end as well, just because of how the chipping and stuff would work. Let me grab a black paint. Where's black? There's black. It's clearly from nuclear waste because that's nuclear waste green goop. Fair. That is a fair point. Okay, get some black on the palette. There we go. So you sure like we do need this? I know, dude. You don't gotta tell me twice, golly. Yeah, I don't know why I thought I could wait forever. But no, I guess not. And let's see, to base coat this guy, I'll use this brush. We'll use kind of a bigger brush for this whole application here. It'll go fine. Radiation poisoning is kind of yucky. Makes sense. We had inside jokes from the streams to the next upcoming videos. I might do that. Kind of. Although in the Warlord Titan video, I did include a clip of the stream with the It low-key melts you. Yeah, fair. I would almost, would almost imagine so. But in the Warlord Titan video, I did include, it's a clip, because it was Cheapy talking about him in the streams, just for a split second. So I did just screen record the stream. So I think most of you guys are technically in the video already. So there you go. But yeah, I think some inside jokes and some stuff like that might be fun. We'll see how it all shapes up at the end. I need a better brush for base coat than this. All right, this guy should be good. A nice, stiff, wide brush ought to do it. Someone play / read Metro. I've only heard of the Call of Duty map Metro, and I've only played the Roblox Phantom Forces Metro. But I have a strange feeling that's not really what you're referring to. You will be storing your 20% cut. Thank you. Yep, fair enough. Yep, fair is fair. It's the, yeah, I wanted to include the, I'll probably include the beautiful profile picture you made at some point. I think that might be fun. Might not be a bad, a bad idea. Let's see. Now that, oh gosh, probably don't want my face cam blocking the base coating process, right? And then I got to see if there's any other guns that I have to base coat, but we shall see. Exposure, exactly. I pay in exposure. Metro 2033, Last Light, Exodus. I'm sorry, it does not ring a bell for me. For me personally. Okay, we're still... Although Last Light and Exodus sound familiar. Exclusively Sherlock-based art. Well, that is the most... That I've never felt dread such as in this moment. That is probably one of the scarier things I've read. So, thank you. How fun. Peak Games, you need to watch the trailer. Oh, fair enough. Then I have probably heard of it. Alright, now that's base coated. Now, let's see. Anything else that needs a black base coat before I completely leave this? Then I'm gonna Sherlock and see. Well, what can I say? You know, I would hate to take the credit for my beautiful artistic looks. There's that's painted. Okay, cool. Now we just wait for that to dry. And then what the heck is after that? After that might be one of the most intense parts of the entire project. One of the craziest parts. The auto-correction destroys so much. No, it's all good, dude. Yeah, I get it. Dude, it's been the bane of my existence. And I'm pretty sure there's like... And I feel like auto-correction used to be good. Plus it takes the work from clankers. Mossy, man, you're being a real man of the people. Thank you. Yeah, wasn't autocorrect actually good at some point? Like, I swear I would type that, and it would be very fast, but I would do TB, because, like, the B was right next to the H, or it was right underneath it and to the left, looking at the keyboard, but it would autocorrect to that. Now when I spell that, T-H-A-T, by the way, when I spell that correctly, it autocorrects to, in all caps, T-B-A-T. Huh? Clinker's the finest art of autocorrect. This is true. It is good, but it corrects to German for me. Oh, fair enough. Yeah, I could see that happening. Alright, let's see. Now I'm just, like, waiting for this guy to dry, because, honestly, I'm thinking the next step is, it's my favorite step of all time, I think. I think that's what's next, because, yeah, we're doing the lenses after. That's drying. I'll put this on there. I'm going to look at the entire tank real quick, because it might be getting real quickly. Oh, come on, for the love of... There we go. The toughest, tightest turning tank I've ever painted. So, let's see. Taking the tank to the next base. Yeah, or the next level. Yeah, something like that. I guess while I wait for the machine gun to wait, I can do some tidy up from our crate painting exercises real quick. So I will... Let's see, hold on. Is this too light? It might be too light. Oh, no, it's not. It's fine. So I just take some of the base tank colors that we used and just go over these like overbrush areas. Except once everything's washed, it should look, it'll look fine. Ich bin Harry du bist. I know, and this is only because like in school there was it was very catchy when JFK said, Ich bin not Berliner. Or Berliner. And so I know Ich bin is I am, right? So you're saying I am Harry. Did you actually make it to a white Boxberry? It's you! Welcome! Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're painting a tank. We're doing it. You actually made it. I'm streaming at hopefully a decent hour now, which will be absolutely incredible. Right now, I'm kind of just waiting for the gun on the top to dry. So that will be fun. So the lore scoop for everyone in Cheapy here, Boxberry was there when I did the live stream, when I finished building the Warlord Titan. When I glued the head in place, Boxberry was there for the final stretch. Yes, Boxberry Cheapy is here. Boxberry Cheapy is the one who's spamming W Cheapy for you. So yeah, this is awesome. We got some core people here. It's incredible. And I'm gonna call this dry enough and begin the dry brushing. So let's without further ado, I'm just going to use whatever leftover whatever's on the palette, and we're gonna begin the dry brushing process. And I will zoom in. Now I actually have lots of people here. We're doing it. Lots of good people here at that. Some awesome people. Yeah, you guys have all been awesome, by the way. If I can just freaking absolutely just, yell about you, how awesome y'all are. If I could be cringe for just a moment. But yeah, you guys are great. That's why I'm doing this. And the streams are only getting better, I think. And so it's just, it's a build. We're building something epic. Not sure what just yet, but it's something epic nonetheless. Now, this is all... Oh, I guess that is another thing to paint, the actual antennas. Great. Yeah, because those don't need decals. Yeah, so the next step, ladies and gentlemen, is actually going to be... Oh, the next step. I'm so excited for the next step. I can't just stop segueing to it. The streamer's kind of a femboy. Yeah, you've missed... There's some interesting points here for sure. Let me actually... He's a femboy. I saw what you said. I saw it. I saw you slander my name, but he took it back. He took it back. Where did the message go? It went into the deep dark. It went into Minecraft is where it went. That's a Minecraft reference for any of my Minecrafters out there. Okay. I'm gonna grab some chainmail silver. Either it was deleted or YouTube skinned bro alive. Honestly, either would be great. Hold on, let me pull that back up. Okay, great. Now we take our chainmail silver here, right? It's wonderful. They tried. Did you remove it before they had a chance? Oh gosh. Okay, fair enough. Such are the woes of being a streamer. But we're in it for the long haul, I guess. Now let's paint the antennas. Now these antennas are very conveniently magnetized. So if I break them off, because who doesn't break antennas off? I'd like to meet that person. They don't exist. So I have magnets. And I'm just going to very easily and very simply paint all of that nice and good. Now who on... It's happening, yep. 'Tis happening indeed. yeah, and in now that everyone's here, and just for anyone else new joining, the Warlord Titan video is gonna come out in 55 minutes from now. It's gonna be released. It's gonna be released, and it's gonna be available for all to see now. They broke. Yep. I just watched. I just learned this trick from Eons of Battle, and I'm like, oh, there's something I will now take for forever. But yeah, but that video's done now. We actually did it. So that's actually insane. And yeah, a little on the wild side of town, if you would. Now let's see. There's a gun. Some antennas. I hate. Dang it! He's speaking a different language, and I can't. And it's not. Wasn't there an auto translate? Oh wait, hold on. This is OBS. Ah yes, on my actual YouTube, I can read it. Hold on. If you can read this, you should like and subscribe to Sherlock. Oh. Okay. It wasn't as it was. I'm gonna hope that the translate worked now. Are we a cult now, the core people? Absolutely. Actually, wait. No, you know what cult we are? We're Cults 3D. For anyone who doesn't know, Cheapy has a little Cults 3D account or profile where he made some stuff. Cheapy, I know I literally included the name. I typed it yesterday, but I mean, if you want to shout it out, please do, because yeah, it's fun. The core people sure like I'm making tiers to the Discord so we can have this. Ah, fair. Fair enough, yeah. Because the plan for the Discord, ladies and gentlemen, nobody tell no one. Hold on. How many concurrent viewers? We have 5 concurrent viewers. Okay, we had 7. Now we're back at the core people. Everyone shush. Shush, this is a secret. Hold on. OBS for the love of that. Cheapy's printing emporium. But guys, come here. So, very funny. This very funny, Boxberry. You're hilarious. Guys, so the plan was to eventually have YouTube memberships and Patreon, and those people would have to help fund this whole operation. I haven't made a single dime yet, by the way, but I do it for the love of the game right now. But the plan was to have the Discord be a Patreons and YouTube members only area. But everyone should come here. Get over here. Everyone shush. Get over here. But the core people are gonna get in. You core people are gonna get in for free when that happens. So just you wait. We won't forget you. We'll get you in there because you were here from the beginning, and that means more. That means more than money. Okay. So everyone, so shush. Keep it down. Don't tell no. Shush. Hold on. So here's a Rogel Dorn battle tank. This is incredible. Look at that. See the silver gun? That's great. Bro's now switching up. Why would I? There's no point. Also, I'm going to move my OBS chat because the YouTube chat's the one that actually translates it. And we have German viewers. I don't know why. Oh. I guess I appear German sometimes, don't I? But either way. But everyone shush. Keep. See? It is a tank in it. And it's wonderful. I'm going to finish painting the antennas here before I think we can officially move to my favorite step. I might have to do a 30-minute video on just this step, on this next step. I also tried to... Well, some things are better left forgotten for now. Now, that's a Scott Cawthon quote when he was updating Five Nights at Freddy's 4. You know, everyone wanted him to open the box, but he didn't. And he said, some things are best left forgotten for now. Okay, so I stole that quote, and there's your... Why am I nearly stopped on the freeway going 5 miles an hour? People are great drivers. Wow. Okay, also the webcam's low, but yeah, you're in traffic. Good luck. And that's, I don't know if I would... The fact that you're able to watch the stream and drive is incredible. I didn't know why internet was good like that. Sorry, I gotta change that. 5 o'clock traffic. Oh. Rip. Off. Now, what did that translate? It translated yeah to OF, to off, of, to of. That's great. That is peak translation. Okay. Sorry, from the corner of my eye, I saw my screen. So everyone, look away from your screens for a second. Now just look at the... Actually, hold on. It'll be better if I show it here. Okay, you see the Rhogodorn, like, off-screen or whatever? That looked like Plush Trap for a second. Because it's green, and these things looked like eyes. It was like he was doing this at me, and I was a little unsettled. If I'm being completely honest. Now... Okay, let me finish this, and then, yeah, sorry, the next step. Can you tell I'm excited about the next step? Golly. Okay, there's that. I will actually have to... Okay, I had a thought. We'll approach this in just a second, though. There's that, ladies and gentlemen. Done and dusted. Wonderful and terrific. And the guns should be dry now. I added some gun burn to them. Let me grab it. And so there's... I mean, you know, there's that. So, they're guns now. Wonderful. But next up is the greatest thing ever. What is the greatest thing ever, you might be asking? That is a great question. First, let me put brushes away because we need space. We need to clear an area for this one, guys. Life-size Plush Trap print. There are files from on Thingiverse, so you want to edge your guns. No, I dry brushed the guns. I dry brushed them. I avoided the edge highlighting. I will not edge the guns, sir. There was a whole rant about that. I'll spare you that. I know there's FNAF STL files, and I thought about doing it, but I couldn't be able to live with that in my vicinity. I'd be way too paranoid. What's up? I'll tell you what's up. We're moving on to the next... Wait. Guys. I went to put this brush away in my little paint brush holder. Okay? And I somehow lined up the handle of this brush and just absolutely annihilated the inside of this guy. Oh dear. Okay. I don't think it's... We might be saved. But wow, I just wanted to note that because that was impressive. How? When you watch me play Battlefield 1, you'll know exactly how, because I'm so absolutely goated, and I'm definitely not just saying that. Cheapy, can I trade poorly drawn versions of Sherlock for tank STLs? I've become a currency. It's wow. It's just like Julius Caesar. It's like George Washington on the quarter. Oh, right. Hold on. Let me go to the... Here we go. You saw that? Saw what? Wait. Who saw what? Now I'm scared. Okay. I don't know what you guys are scheming. Anywho. What? Oh yeah, you saw that. It's possible. Printing tanks in school is peak US. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to I don't know what's going on. But if I come off screen for a split second, I will have to... Guys, it's the greatest thing ever. Are you ready for the greatest thing ever? My favorite part of anything ever? Shrekels will be the currency. Fair enough. Boom. Decal sheets, baby. Oh my god. See, I know German. Now, oh, hold on. I have Waffen SS models for bolt action. Probably don't want to... I don't know if they would annihilate me for having decals from the Waffen SS, but... guys. Stickers. The greatest thing ever, in other words. I have a bunch of decal sheets. These are all of them. All looking good as gold. And now begins the... Oh, that was the decal sheet with the actual swastika on it. Whoops. That's funny. The other two were just stock whatevers. Oh, made in Japan. But guys, we'll slow down there. We can't. We only go faster with decals. This is my favorite part of the tank process. Because this suddenly gives tanks like a billion more reasons to just stare at them forever. And so now begins that that process. So generally I have a process for this. We don't love. Yeah. Yep. There you go. Yeah, so we got out there nice and quickly. We have some actual numbers here, which might be fun. But, yeah. I do have a general pattern for how I apply my decals. And the decal process usually takes me forever because it's all very artsy-fartsy and very well thought out. Very well. Usually on this flat part, I do like the name of the tank or a photo, whatever happens to be like say like this Beastmaster thing would be something like that, but probably not the black because black on green wouldn't look the best, right? And then I have a series of numbers that go all over it. And I believe, yes, higher numbers, and I put my numbers right here. Put my numbers right along there. Higher numbers means it's a newer tank. Lower numbers mean it's not airbrush bathwater. You know, maybe we'll see how high. We'll see if the bills are that high. Oh yeah, I wouldn't hesitate. But yeah, I hope I don't come to regret that. Now it's just a matter of what to put on the tank. 4.2. Yeah, probably there's a 4.2 somewhere. There's all kinds of stuff happening here. I also, a lot of times I like to name my tanks after, I like to use my World War I decals to mark out the tanks. So this is from a Mark IV tank kit. Yep, there you go. Fantastic indeed. And then I have all kinds of B-28. Okay, B-28. There's a lot happening. Hiker's Guide. Yeah. So, let's see. Black Arrow 2 might be the way to go. That might be fun. I think I'll best avoid the whole... Well, I'll leave it up and we'll see what happens. Yep. Okay. Now I'm back in audio range. I watched back a stream and I realized I wasn't talking to the mic half the time, so I do apologize for that. I have some custom decals I made. We'll see if we end up using any of those. Would be very controversial topic. For sure. Not for the reasons you would think, though. Now, what are we thinking? What's the chat think? Let's see. Let's see. This is from a Whippet kit, the only scale model tank I've ever completed when I painted. We have, let's see, we have higher numbers here. We're in the 300s, which I believe... yeah, 300s are high numbers. Tank looks like a Carl. Yep, fair. Carl is fair. I have a Clara already, though. And I don't know if I have anything that looks like that would spell out Carl here. Actually, Carl, though, huh? So, a name that starts with a C. Okay. Fair enough. Now, that's an inside scoop that only I will ever get. Let's see. There's P. It's what Clara would have wanted. Maybe so. But, you know, another C name tank? Maybe. What if? We have oof. You know Carl the llama? I just know llamas are in Minecraft. Sorry. I think I know Carl, Jimmy Neutron's friend. We have... This is on a British tank, by the way. These are British decals for World War I tanks. Hyacinth. That might be something to learn how to pronounce right now. Because if the name rolls off the tongue, that might actually do it. So let me go Let's go to the monitor. We're gonna do some looking. We earlier discovered Connected Ventures again, so hold on. British World War One tank. Hyacinth. Hyacinth of H Battalion ditched, okay? Yeah. Yes. Okay, is there a video of someone pronouncing it? That's just life. Okay. Oh, the keyboard was dead. It only got Tish. We want Tish. Hold on. Would you like to know what that translates to, Weather Boy? Fair enough. Hitler was evil and betrayed his... What? Okay, during the Battle of Cambrai, World War One tanks. That's on Instagram. Hold on. Battle of Cambrai started. Do we have... I just want to see a... Hold on. We'll see. What does... Alright, fair enough, Cheapy.
Bring a friend for free.
Oh, sorry. Hold on. Let me mute the ad. Indy Nidell, our goat.
Now today we're in England at the Tank Museum, Bovington.
Okay, now what tank is this?
The armaments that both the male and the female would have.
Yeah, on here, if you want to have a closer look, this is what's called the 6-pounder gun.
Yes, we got...
Nowadays, we'd probably call it a 57mm, size of the hole across the end of the barrel. At this stage, in the British military, they're still talking about the weight of shot that the gun fires.
Yeah, I've
start off in the
thank you.
pretty big weight. And even with this, the tank we've got here, a Mark IV tank, you're still looking
Mark IV
at
tank.
a construction process.
Okay, we're gonna set them out the door. It might be the Malcador. Yeah, it's something similar. Okay, I'm just gonna. So we're gonna go with the classic. How to pronounce correctly? Okay, we have. And yeah, let me consult the notes. Yeah. If you want to look up Carl the Llama, I'll look up Carl the Llama right after we learn how to pronounce this. Also, why is it 43 seconds to learn how to pronounce this? Now I'm scared. Hold on. I will not. At what? Planet Fitness? Yeah. Me dogging a gym. I don't even go to the... Anywho. Hold on, let's see.
We are looking at how to pronounce this given name. It derived from a Greek word meaning the blue larkspur flower or the color purple. How do you go about pronouncing it? Hyacinth. 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 Here are more videos on how to pronounce more names whose pronunciations aren't exactly always obvious. I'll see you there.
Is this how British people speak? He said obvious. Wait, so it's hyacinth.
Exactly always obvious. Here are more videos on how to pronounce hyacinth.
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 Hyacinth. What? What? Okay, I am at a loss for words. Okay. Hyacinth. That killed me. Get that flag off the screen. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry, guys. Hopefully I don't shadow ban me. I didn't mean it. You gotta believe me, I didn't mean it. Hold on. The camera's off there. Camera's slightly better. Okay. Hyacinth. Okay, kind of rolls off the tongue. Why? That was a great pronunciation video, though. That's all it reported. Okay, now hold on. Carl the Llama. Now we're gonna figure out Carl the Llama, because after that video, I need some Carl the Llama. Is it llamas with hats? Oh, I've heard of this.
Please do not show this video to anyone, or I could get in trouble. I recently...
Sorry, I could hear... Okay. First frame, we're off to a start. Hold on, I should probably turn the sound the sound back on. Hopefully the sound is okay. What? I've seen these marks on the Shroud of Turin.
Carl, there is a dead human in our house.
Oh, hey, how did he get here?
Carl, what did you do?
Me? I didn't do this.
Explain what happened, Carl.
I've never seen him before in my life.
Why did you kill this person, Carl?
I do not kill people. That is my least favorite thing to do.
Tell me, Carl, exactly what you were doing before I got home.
All right, well,
So-
I was upstairs.
Okay.
I was
Okay,
sitting
so-
in my room.
So is this it? Is it? I'm on the right one, correct? Right? Is this right? So that's okay. So did Carl kill the guy? That's the translated version. There's an okay. Hold on. What? So where is there? Yes. All the big questions. Let's see. People also ask, what happened to Carl the llama? Is there LGBTQ in Llama Llama? What does llama meat taste like? Which country has the most llamas? There's the German version, Karl das Llama. Okay, fair enough. I am curious about every single one of these, though. But Karl das Llama. Das, not dad. Das, oh, 2 L's in llama? Oh, wait. Is it Karl des? This one? Okay, hold on.
Karl, da liegt ein toter Mensch in unserem Haus.
Oh, hey, wie kommt der denn hier rein?
Karl, was hast du getan?
Ich war's nicht.
Erzähl mir, was passiert ist, Karl.
Ich habe ihn noch nie in meinem Leben gesehen.
Warum hast du diese Person umgebracht, Karl?
Ich töte keine Leute. Das ist so etwas, würde ich nie im Leben tun.
Sag mir, Karl, was du gemacht hast, kurz bevor ich nach Hause kam.
Okay, gut, ich war oben und
okay.
ich saß im...
That is not the original. Okay, so I don't know where of Germany are you from, Kami, or... Okay. Okay. There's a whole lot. So there's Carl? Yeah, Carl. Yeah. Interesting. Cool. It's the better sounding. Yeah, I could see that.
Wie kannst
I'll have
du so
to...
etwas nicht wissen?
Okay, mein Fehler. Ich bin doof.
Was ist mit seinen
Mein
Händen
Fehler,
passiert?
ich bin doof. Okay.
Seine Hände, warum?
Lo siento. That's all I got there. Yes, definitely something I will pick up in my free time for sure. Peter Griffin hunts you, VR 360 fam. Okay, sorry. Guys, wait, there's a tank here still. I forgot what was happening. Okay. Okay, definitely. Okay, there's my homework, I guess. Wilson, I'm sorry. Okay. What happened to Wilson? Okay, we're doing good. We're doing good. Anywho. Cool. So there's Karl das Llama. What part is the better sounding Wilson? Did they say Wilson? Wilson Lo Siento. Oh. Yes. Okay, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, the chicken. I remember now. YouTube translated it. So I just see Wilson, I'm sorry, instead of Lo Siento. When I saw Lo Siento, I got it. But it was just Wilson, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Wilson. We should call the tank Wilson. I don't know if I have a, if we flip that up. Wait. Pause. Zoom. Jarvis, enhance. Can you see that fine? Okay. Mortis. If you flip that around, it becomes a W. There is an I here, and I have multiple sheets. We could transform the I into an L. We could make Wilson, is what I'm saying. The question is, do we make Wilson? Do we go, because that alone would probably take 50 minutes. But is it worth it? No, that makes an E. Fair enough. My biography is not all up to date with the new times. I think they changed math 13 times. Let's see. Yeah, do we do Wilson? Do we do Black Arrow? Black Arrow 2, if we want to stick with a World War I theme. I don't know how we would fit Hyacinth onto the side here. We'd have to like cut it in half. But I mean, people did that all the time. For the plot, we could do it for the plot. We could do that, or we could do Curran-chan. What do you guys want? I can make a poll. Hold on, right? Can I do that? Wilson with a red hand print face on it. Ah, you know, that might be the strategy. Let's see, hold on. Where I can start a poll. No one will even understand what the last one is, but screw it. Hold on, let me OBS get up here, you silly goober. Go to the webcam. Everyone shh. Okay, let me think. Shitpost tank. Oh, the tank would be a lot worse than shitpost if I have if I have my way, which is why I'm leaving it up to a vote. Hold on. Wilson. Hyacinth. Add option. I'm back. What did you miss? We're about to name the you missed. You didn't miss a whole bunch. Let's see. Wilson, Hyacinth. We got Black Arrow 2, which sounds like it would be a DC movie. The tank will maybe be named Wilson. Yeah, we have Wilson, Hyacinth, and then we have another option. I did work for like an hour on making custom decals. Don't know if it will be used or not. Probably best if it's not. And we have Cute Curran-chan. The poll has begun, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to see what happens. I am not going to tell anyone what the last option is. That is, like Wilson. Wilson's the safe bet, okay? Wilson, we know what's happening with Wilson, okay? We have a general idea of what's going to happen there. And we have a general idea, and it would be for the meme. That would be the ultimate inside joke, because we named him via stream. Then there is Black Arrow, which is a World War I tank name, and because I usually do World War I names, it would be something like that. Or it could also be Hyacinth, okay, which is another World War I name. Or it could be Cute Curran-chan. But that is up for you all to decide. Let's see. Right now we have Wilson with 80% and Cute Curran-chan at 20%. There's 5 votes, so it looks like, because that's everyone we have right now, and because this is a democracy, we will leave it with Wilson. And it is not Girls und Panzer. No, it's even better than that, believe it or not. But yes, chat the list. Okay, we got Hyacinth. Someone voted Hyacinth. Very interesting, okay? Let's see. We have chat. Mossyman, what are you thinking, pal? Let's see. Wilson, Hyacinth, we all died. Did you all die? Did the chat absolutely die? No, we're fine. We're going to see what it is all together, okay? Wonderful. Wonderful. It's looking great. Let's see. I'll probably give it like 5 more seconds, honestly, and then I'll give it a sip of my water. But it looks like Wilson will be the name, which will be an interesting thing to make. Now, let's see here. This is fun. Now, all right. That's 2 minutes ago now. We probably don't need to do nothing else anymore with all of that entire bit of business. There are 3 who don't belong. Very astute observation. Very astute. 3 of them will disappear forever. Never to be seen again. Never mind. I just had an idea. But that is for me to know and you to find out. Okay. 2 minutes ago. I'm going to wait a little longer. Didn't you want a hand-painted style? I'm not looking for anything in particular. Well, a hand-painted style for the stripes. That actually does kind of make sense. I know I did say I like the hand-painted style, but I feel like if a hand-painted stripe in the field done quickly doesn't matter. But I feel like before let me actually go back to there. feel like for a hand-painted stripe, I could see people, you just do it roughly, right? It's like you're about to go in, go on in. But here, it's like tank art, you know? So it's sort of good here. If there is to be an image on here, which there is an image with one of the options, which I will not allude to. Wilson would probably be, we'd do some handprint. We'd try to get a handprint going. Does the Titan have a name? Great question. Let's ask him. Do you have a name? He spoke to me. I don't know if you guys heard that. He spoke to me. I'm dead serious. Let's grab our guy. You gotta grab him like a toddler. I grabbed him the wrong way. Okay, this is precarious. Yes, my child has a name. His name is Dominus Fossarum, which translates to Lord of the Trenches, because, I don't know, if some may know, this guy is part of the Trenchborn Legion. That's what this guy's part of. Okay? So yeah, so Lord of the Trenches. Your baby looks very much like you. Thank you. Yeah, mine is called Victor. Sick. Okay, almost dropped him. I should also mention, I'm holding this guy up. If he's on my lap, he's this low. So, yeah. So I'm successfully holding... Yes, your eyes. Yeah. Exactly right. Well, yeah, so his name's Dominus, is here where he gets the kind guns? Great. That is a bit, yeah. Yeah, he just stomps on him. He stomps on the trenches. That's what he does. He gets Sherlock, who's the mom? You can't evade me. The mom is literally in the room with us. She's right there. My Elegoo Saturn 4 Ultra 16K. My 3D printer. Yeah. You know, I need to get off of the... There we go. You don't put your gloop in a printer. What? All the resin's right down there, bro. We're almost out of the resin. Wait, by that logic, you are married to a Bamboo Labs A1. I have one of those off screen right here. So there you go. Also, the votes are in now. That's 5 minutes. I think that's long enough. And let's see. The poor Black Arrow got 0 votes. Poor Black Arrow. I mean, no one really? Nobody? No one cares about Black Arrow 2? Side hope. I'm going to power through that. Percent that Wilson won with, bro. Yes, I see the percent that Wilson won with. What do you mean, why that number? You acknowledge that? Are you 5? It's... Yeah, I'm a sleeper agent. I just tried to fight doing the motion. No, so let's see. Yeah, we have Wilson at 67% of the votes. I'm not laughing at that. We have Hyacinth with 17% of the votes. Black Arrow 2 with 0%. I know it sounds a lot like Black Adam. I think they're making a second Black Adam movie. And then we have Cute Curran-chan with 17% of the votes. So someone was brave. And a lot of people were smart, and then someone was kind. So, with that being said, we are now going to nope, that's the wrong button. End the poll. There we go. All right. Poll complete. We had 6 voters because we are a democracy manifest. Black Arrow. I feel bad. What happened with the first one? Nothing. The first one was just, it was just doing what the first one does, and that's taking first place as per usual. We're going to try to scratch build Wilson? This is a whole thing. Oh, a Black Arrow one? I don't know. I think it flopped. Let's look it up. That's painting. Did Black Arrow flop? Wait. Technically, the UK's Black Arrow rocket program was but politically... Wait, what? Oh, okay. Those are rockets. Okay. After the first stage into the rocket began to fall, it was destroyed by range. What? What is happening? Okay, a mock-up of the black area at the rocket park at Woomera. Woomera. Okay, so I guess, so the first one, total of 4 launches were performed. The first one being long story short, the first black arrow, exploded. The British government axed the program in July 1971. Wow, okay. So, there's your answer. I learned something new. Interesting. Actually, we can actually go back to painting, and now we're going to try to create Wilson. I tried to get... I made custom decals for Cute Currency, and I can't believe you didn't pick them. This is outrageous. I will not accept any of this. This is outrageous. But we're a democracy here, so without further ado, we're going to make Wilson. Now the question is... Gosh dang it. That was funny. Show the cut. I did. If you couldn't see him, that's on you. So ha. Now, Wilson. Where do we want Wilson? Do we want Wilson on the side of the tank here? Or do we want Wilson on the gun barrel? Do we want him on the front of the tank? I mean, I'm personally thinking that we put him right about here. What do you guys think of that? Because that's usually where I have the names of all my tanks, so it might be cool just to, you know. I think we'll do that. We'll keep it in the family. So without further ado, we'll begin on that. Hey, in your defense, you're making the please, Mr. Sherlock, show us the decals, the light behind them. Blinded them, so it was well that womp womp. Now Mortis. We're going to turn Mortis into Wilson. Wilson with the skull for the O will be cool. Does it fit? I don't know. And then it's like an emoji. It doesn't show up on the computer. So I'm going to hope it's fine. Let's see. The L will be simple enough. Actually, wait. That's metal. Yep. Now, let's see. I think... Ooh. Now, do I do decal? Or Wilson seems fairly straightforward to freehand. Should I try just freehanding it? Should we see do... It would look like Comic Sans font. Now, should I create the thing? Or should I just draw it real quick? Because if we draw it real quick, then we can just continue. Handprint over driver viewport. Handprint like Clara. Clara is not freehand. The emoji is a new shocked looking one. Fair enough. No, Clara is Clara was a World War I tank. I think it was a Whippet tank, but yeah, here. Welcome back, Mossy Mint. You missed absolutely nothing. Nothing happened. Clara's a decal. No, I know it's your stream was kind of behind. Fair enough. Well, now you're all caught up and you've missed absolutely nothing. Freehand while Freebird is playing. Should we? Screw it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. We're getting. Hold on. Let's get us prepped and ready to go. Okay. We're gonna set this. We're gonna set the whole thing up. We're gonna do this all in 15 minutes, and it's gonna be fine. Okay. Stop camera shaking. Okay, I'll shut up. That was cringe as heck. We'll edit that part out of the stream. Now, first things first to do. Prep the paint. We're going to be using a straight white paint. I could use deck tan, but I think white will look better, and then once all the weathering's on it, it'll be fine. Sherlock, do you drink much Monster / Red Bull? If so, what's your favorite flavor? I don't actually drink any energy drinks, believe it or not. Only energy drinks I've had are Celsius. And for me, it's a anxiety attack in a can. Next thing you know, my heart starts fluttering like I'm scared out of my mind. But I'm looking at myself in third person, and I go, "Wow, can you set a speed run?" Hold on, okay, we gotta set a whole thing up. The paint will be last actually, because we gotta get the consistency perfect. Everyone, lock in. Lock in. Monitor. We're here. We go. Speed run clock. Live split. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, it'd be either Caramel Dancing or Make Debut. Both of those are great. Live split, a sleek, highly customizable timer for speedrunners. I gotta download it. Donate? No. Live split? So hold on, where do I gotta hit a download button on something that I've never been to. Is there like a free one? Run tool? Guys, whatever happens next, I hope it works. I knew it'd be an ad. Gosh dang it. Hold on. Made with... Oh, okay. There's a big YouTube video. That's a great idea. Speedrun clock. YouTube video. 10-minute speedrun timer. There we go. Okay, cool. It's perfect. It's perfect. Before you download a virus. Thank you. You saved the day. Gosh, I inhaled a virus too. Golly. I'm going to hope that wasn't a fly, because that felt like something. Okay, so we got that there. And we were going to do... What were we going to do? Freebird? Are we doing Freebird or Caramel Dancing? Hold on. I love doing polls so much, so hold on. Are we doing Freebird or Caramel Dancing? It's misspelled, but hopefully you understand the main objective. I'm going to do... This is going to be very quick. We're going to... Oh, is it 50-50? 60-40. Hold up. Everyone hold up. I'm going to give it until the clock strikes 3:48 my time. And then I'm going to end the poll. So I'm going to hover over it. I'm not looking. Ooh, okay, we got a bit of a game happening. It looks like Freebird's going to take the win. There's 10 concurrent viewers and 8 votes. So 2 votes could tie it. But we're going to see what the heck happens. Did the time just change? It might have just changed. I don't remember. You meant you meant caramel. Yeah, I spelled caramel, but that's fine. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, the time. What time? Okay, 3 seconds. 2, 1, and stop. you cheeky son of a. Yep, there you go. It's 3:48. Okay, guys, it will be Freebird, and we're gonna absolutely crush at this. It's gonna be awesome. Let's see. Is this it? Official audio? Why is the official audio 9 minutes?
Known for building special bonds. No one wants to be known. Okay, here. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Hold on. I gotta be the only one to... Okay, hold on. Is this the... Streamer's like 4 seconds behind my chat. Rip. Okay, here's the... Okay, here it is. I might have to delete the stream. We'll see what copyright does. Good luck adding everything together. I don't need luck. I got skill and a wireless mouse that's like 3 seconds behind. I got this. So, okay, hold on. Am I allowed to prep the paint before we begin? Yeah, I think I should be allowed to prep the paint. So hold on. Let me go to the paint, because this is what's gonna close us out. This is, guys, the production quality here is we're doing something pretty special. If I do say so myself. Yeah, we're doing it. Okay. Blank paint. There we go. And we're gonna thin this sucker down. We're gonna do one very thick line right quick. Let's see. Do a thick line. Wait, what? Anywho. What brush will I use? Did I delete the Femboy stream? What sucks is I know I said something like that, but no, didn't delete it, unfortunately. Let's see. I'm gonna use... Okay. Not out yet. Fair enough. Hold on. I'm going to... Guys, we're going to use every painter's pride and joy. Look at this guy. What did you miss, Antimetric System? A lot. He said it like 10k subs. Is all you can spare for the paint. 7 minutes. Yeah, fair enough. Okay, guys, so inside this guy, it's the golden, the Winsor & Newton Series 7. This is the ultimate brush, I guess. This is like a $27 brush that I got a long time ago, that I rarely use it. But I will use it on this special occasion. We're going to thin the paint down a decent amount. So let me get that all nice and thinned down like so. Okay, there's all that. That's a decent consistency. We'll leave it there. Now, yeah, Antimetric System, we're about to we're about to speed run writing Wilson on a tank. Say that 5 times fast. See that? Wilson, right there. Boom. Get ready. Now, without further ado, the brush is set. Hold on, let me grab an actual... Do I have a brush holder? Hi. Okay. Brush holder, paint, brush, tank. And I am going to be taking the turret off of the tank for maximum control. You gotta also do this all in frame so you know it's not me lying, okay? No, we do not see Nisty. Use Rosemary and Co. for your brushes. Yeah, fair enough. We can safely, guys, we can safely just, you know, forget the femboy everything. $8, yeah, fair enough. How long is the Warlord Titan video? I'm sleeping and trying to figure it out if I should. It's like 34 minutes. It's a decent one. But yeah, so we'll see. Yeah, that comes out in 9 minutes. I gotta get this done and then actually leave the stream before that thing starts. Guys, are you ready to go? Hold on. Okay, here's the plan. I got to press... Look at your picture, bro. Did you send it via Instagram? No, you didn't. It's just your... Okay, hold on. I've got to... Okay, hold on. Let me go to channel. Let me go to channel. Let me see what's happening here. It's, What did you... What is going on, bro? What happened? Hold on. Let me... Hold on. I'm going to add that there so we can all see together. Oh, great. We're still there. So here's the fan art, ladies and gentlemen. Here's where I am at in my career. This is great. The alarm goes in 5 hours. I know. There's that. Okay, there's your motivation. Anyways, now, what we have to do is we have to go from... Oh, gosh. Hold on. Control, zoom out. Zoom the heck out. Lynyrd Skynyrd, speedrun clock, and then change to painting. Give me a countdown, guys. 15, 14. Just kidding. 3, 2, 1, bungee. Okay, here goes nothing. We're doing a W. The W is done. We're doing an I. We're doing an L. The L is L. The S is going to be the hardest thing. I've severely misunderstood spacing. Oh no, I slipped. Okay, do the O. Do the O. And we'll do the N. We're just doing a big N. It started fine. Okay, there we go. We got Wilson. Hold on. Go back to monitor. Hit the clock. Boom. Okay, stop. Everyone, brushes down. Hands up. I didn't pause. No. Stop. Oh my. Clean the brush. Guys. In 47 seconds, let's look at what we were able to accomplish. Are you guys ready to see what we accomplished? I'm not changing this, by the way. This is how this will stay. This is the newest member of the Trenchborn Legion. We have... We have Wilson. Oh, wow. There he is in all of his glory. It's Wilson. It's Wilson, guys. Done in 47.2. Wilson. It is Wilson. It's Wilson. Oh my god, it's Will. on. Oh, I'm lightheaded as all heck. Guys, in 47 and a quarter seconds, oh my gosh, we were able to create Wilson. Look at that. Look at that. The guardsmen added the name themselves. He was the first of their tank crew who died. Yeah, if Wilson, like, you know, died as any, yeah, you said in honor of Wilson, who was only 3 years old, we dedicate this to him. In his dying moments, we said, here, Wilson, write on the tank. And he wrote, and it was written, and it was good. They are sorry. Hey, however we can remember Wilson, am I right? There he is. Let's put Wilson on the tank. I'm sorry, hold on. First, I need to... He is the youngest person ever. Oh my gosh. Wow. I can't... I somehow opened Instagram, and Instagram is on. That's what I'm left... That's Instagram, by the way. I don't know what's going on. I'm not going to pull a silly face for you, dude. Now I'm scared. It started fun, but now it's scary. Now I'm afraid. Actually, you know what? You know what, people? You know what I was raised to do? I was raised to face my fears. Okay, you want a silly face? A silly face is what you want? Here's my silly face. There. I hope that was good for you. I hope that's worth a subscribe. He was small enough to crawl through the tank engine. Look, dude. A tank was his mansion. Sherlock, why? 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 Because YOLO. Guys, this might be, dare I say, he had no legs and one arm. Yep, it was that Parasite Steam game. I know Swiss Cheese was playing that. Ah, shoot. What? No. What you do is you delete the screenshot because you're such a kind-hearted soul. But guys, look at Wilson. Look what we did. We got Wilson done today. So what did we do today? Let's recap. We painted the guns. Let's put some of the guns on. Boop. There's a gun. They're magnetized, by the way. How neat is that? No. I don't mean to say this in chat, but check your DMs. What DMs? What happened? What happened? You would like to point out the scheduled release of the... Oh. Hold on. Is it actually... I thought I changed it. I don't know. Did I not hit save? Mossy, and you can have the... Sorry, anywho. Did I lose control of everything? Absolutely. But, was it worth it? I don't know. Let's put all the guns in and see if it was. We have this gun. Why don't you want to fit? Oh, please, for the love of fit. There we go. That fits in there. Now that fits in there. We got Cheapy, my lawyer, over here doing the Lord's work. Let's put the guns on. What? Oh, is this... Wait, really? Wait, hold on. Oh, one of the magnets fell off of the guns. Oh, that's outrageous. That's so sad. Magnets are falling off? That's outrageous. So, for now, we only have one gun. Hold on, do we have... Okay, the guns are... The pointy guns are mismatched, but you get the point. I don't know where those magnets are. Okay, so... there we go. He doesn't make money, so we have no money for shipping. Yeah, but that's not the point. It kind of is eventually, but not yet. we gotta just wait. So is Discord on Patreon private enough? Or Patreon private enough to share the files? I don't know, probably. There's the guns. That's what we got achieved today. We got a whole bunch more done. I literally got a minute left before I actually have to leave. I have to skedaddle. I can't go over time. But guys, look at that. We did it. We're doing it slowly but surely. We got Will's son Will Sun? That's perfect. Ooh, if I make custom decals instead of doing what I did here, as you can clearly see, what if I made like a? Isn't there like a Will Sun GIF? I don't know. Anyways, I'm rambling. It's 4 o'clock. I gotta go, guys. Thank you all for being awesome. I'm gonna see you tomorrow, same time tomorrow, gentlemen. Warlord Titan video's out. We are doing it. It's happening. It's real. And where's the stop streaming button? Thanks for tuning in, everybody. You guys are awesome. This is great. And I will, and until next time, good day to you all. And that was so sick. Wow. That was so incredible. End stream. Your stream will stop immediately. It's still going? Oh. There were the decals, if that happens. Okay, goodbye now. I'm leaving. I'm leaving now.